Okay, we don't need that. We don't need all that drama. Let's do these so I can do a proper intro. I think both streams are going, at least that's what my software is telling me. We will find out here in a little while. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to 7 Days to Die. Today we are doing something slightly different. I am setting up for my Halloween video, which will be a different kind of horde night, one I've never done before. For one, the zombies are going to be on insane difficulty. There's going to be amped up number of zombies, and all of them are going to be moving at nightmare speed, obviously. But the whole point is to... My character's more or less going to be maxed out because I'm going to put it on day 666, Halloween. And I'm going to try, I'm not sure how this is going to work. It's probably going to work very, very poorly. But I'm going to try and run a gauntlet. Say the apocalypse happened, and it started right here. Somehow or another, I need to get from here all the way through here. Now I've set up roadblocks so I don't get sidetracked. The fog is going to be... I'm going to turn the fog up just so that the zombies kind of appear out of nowhere. And I'm going to put... I don't know what through here. Some sort of gauntlet. Maybe... in Dark and Welcome. Maybe like a parkour area. Oh, jeez. I can't see nothing. Let me get that out of my hand. Anyway, I'm not sure what is going to be here, but as soon as the Horde Night starts... I want to start down there at that gas station and run all the way this way. And I did it without having God mode on earlier or any of the dev stuff on. And it took me one whole stamina bar to run here. Now, I intend to be jumping and fighting and all kinds of stuff, so I don't know how this is going to go precisely. We're going to see. Obviously, something I'm going to have to invest my perk points into whenever I allocate them to the character is stamina and running. So the reason I'm doing this is because I want to build the character towards the type of horde night that I want to try and fight. And I'm looking for like a mixture of different type of horde night. You know how you're standing there and you're just shooting something, or you're just standing there and smacking something upside the head? I want it to be more varied and more intense for Halloween. So I picked the cathedral because the ambience is just really, really great. It's very, very gothic-esque style and everything else like that. I really love this building. Inside, I have already put in the farm plot altar here, so that part's already in it. And I've just got to figure out what else we're going to do. So I figured we could get up together and brainstorm about different things that you might have seen other people try out for their horde night, or things you would like to see people do for a horde night. And we could try to find some way of implementing them inside this, the gauntlet leading up to the cathedral and the cathedral itself. Ugh, don't buzz on me passing gas. So, I don't know. One idea that I did have is that for each section of the horde night, say I'm starting right here, and I have a box sitting right here, and it's all of my gear and all the stuff that I'm allowed to use for this section. That's one possibility. Now, mind you, in the middle of Horde Night, I would have to swap out gear. Anything from armor to weapons or whatever. I would put it on and I would have to survive from here to the cathedral with that armor, with that ammo, and that kind of stuff. Basically, I have a certain amount of ammo or a certain amount of whatever in order to make it all the way here. I could do like a maze type of thing. I could do a parkour type of thing. Something like that, and no worries about this stuff right here. It is very, very easy for the zombies to get through. I've made them plenty of holes, so this is not going to stop the horde from coming after me, just merely help guide me in the right direction. And then after I don't really want to stop out here. I actually want to make it to the cathedral. I'd hate to think that, you know, I'm going to stop on the road and die before I ever make it to the cathedral. So if I did the one group of weapons for one section, it would make sense that one group of weapons works outside and one group of weapons works inside, which means I have to also allocate my points differently. And I'm not sure what level I should do this. I'm thinking level 50 seems kind of like the go-to level for people to use and try to figure out my points. And then here, I would probably have like an up here kind of section and have this boarded off. I'm sure the zombies will be right on my behind, so I would have to slow them down for a second, run up here, quickly swap out my gear for the next horde, or the next section, which I don't know what I want to do. Of course, I always like doing traps. Ignomin... Dude, I can't pronounce that. Gamer, thank you for following. I appreciate. Greetings, fellow platlings. Platlings, I love that. That's cute. Oh my gosh, I keep forgetting those things are on. Take those off. Oh my gosh, those are unnecessary. Okay, platlings. I like that. Makes it seem like everybody should have like a little sprout coming out of the top of their head. But here, I don't know what I want to do. Obviously, I'm a huge fan of traps. That's definitely a thing. And on top of all that... the sounds in this area are so creepy. And on top of that, I also want to dress it up kind of like I'm inviting the zombies to a Halloween party. And there's going to be confetti, which is going to be bullets, obviously. What else would you use for confetti on zombies? So there's my thoughts about it. I kind of like the idea of 2 different types of weaponry and a limited amount of ammo to get me from the start point to here. And then another group of ammo and weapons and armor or whatever to start here. Because here seems like more of a close-in... I don't know. Light armor? Well, actually, light armor might work better for the run. I guess it depends on which one I would spec into, because if I give myself level 50, that means if I opted for one armor or the other armor, it's going to work better either way. But if I put points into one and then added a couple of points into the other one, the heavy armor would do better for the run, because I'm basically going to be face-to-face with the zombies. Here, light armor would help me jump around from section to section to section, and, you know, mess around with the traps, because I'd have to get them activated as the zombies are coming in. I'm not sure how this is going to go, guys. I really don't know how this is going to go. Using burning barrels to mark your way so you can't get lost. That's a good idea. Ignominious. Okay. Igno is sufficient. Okay, that works. So she in Jersey. This could be hilarious. I'm not in Jersey. I don't know. Are you talking about the other one? The name that I was trying to pronounce? Burning barrels. Okay, let's use this. Hang on, I need to... Other fog. How do you do this again? I'm not sure exactly what the fog setting in this area is to start with. Let it roll in for a second. I may have to increase it more than that. That might have actually cleared it up some. Is that better? It's kind of hard to whoa, 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 whoa. That's creepy. Okay, okay. So... Horde Night, I would have to make sure it's around 5. Let me write this down, because I want to make sure whenever I do the video I can set everything up properly. So, at the least... the fog needs to be 0.5, which means I'm going to have about this much... Hold on, let's try doing nighttime. I don't know, does that seem sufficient? I feel like I can still see too much. Hang on. This has got to be incredibly creepy. What about this? Oh yeah, that way they are not even 2 feet away from me and they're already on top of me and they're going to be moving really, really fast. So I'm going to have to know my route very, very well. Okay, okay. There we go. That's... oh my gosh. I got rid of all of the fog in the wasteland. Well, the wasteland looks like crap without fog, but alright. That's fine. We are building and goofing off. But now I know what the stuff needs to be. There we go. Seriously, though. The wasteland looks like utter crap without the fog. What was it whenever I started? It was around a 3. Okay, from far away, he looked like something out of an SCP universe. Alright, let's do this. Just along the route. It's actually a very good idea. And before anybody tries to go and tell Jawudo I stole his idea for the fog, I actually asked to make sure it was okay and ask him how he did it. In case anybody feels like being one of those type of Karens. I'm just letting you know I have asked. Because it was not originally my idea. It amped up my idea when I saw it. I was like, oh, there's a way to do that. Okay, so... And just as a decor kind of thing, this kind of works too. Right here. That's creepy. Too bad I can't set something inside of something, because this little bit of fog would look really, really cool coming out of here. Could I... Hang on. Oh, that's not even. Hang on. Just out of curiosity. Ow! Creepy. Oh no. Oh no. Dude! That's my fence you're playing with. Stop. Stop. Hold it, sir. How does that look at night? Actual night. Really dark night. We gotta have the ambience right, guys. It's Halloween. It's got to be spooky. Why is the sun still up? This is the wasteland. Turn dark. Turn dark. Come on. Okay, thank you for the creepy screams. Appreciate that. I don't know, that kind of works. Huh. But... maybe not two of them. Let's do this. Just kind of, make it a little creepier, you know what I'm saying? Gotta figure out what I'm gonna wear while I'm recording it. Make it really creepy. Karen, are you... No, that's Dee Dee. Stop breaking it! I just fixed it. Speaking of which, right before the stream, I... Oh my gosh, the things that actually get summoned at night. Stop. I fixed the whole roof. I was actually very scared that this thing was going to break before I could fix it. But apparently you can repair it without the whole building falling apart. I don't think most of these are going to be visible. No, don't beat up on the horde base before it even... No! Ooh. Are we done? Thank you. I'm just playing with the stuff and things right now. The horde isn't until... Did he just scream on the way to his death? Okay. Okay. Alright. And then... Oh, that's the wrong side. Hang on. No. That side. Okay. Now, how does that look? Kind of creepy. Yeah. Yeah, the burning barrels. There's already another wandering horde. Stop playing, guys. Stop playing. The horde night is on Halloween. That is when this is happening, not right now. Lots of footsteps. Okay, that's pretty well lit, guys. That's a good idea. That bright light in the distance is just nuclear firestorms burning. Let's see. Put some in that circle area at the roof so you can get a glow. You talking about this one or the upper one? Or both? I can't spend 5 minutes in the wasteland. This is just ridiculous. Those guys are going nuts over there. There's already another wandering horde. I seriously, with my next series that I do, I want to do one in the wasteland. I can imagine actually being here at night would be so incredibly terrifying. Either? Both? Let's see. Yeah, that works. That works. As we're going to be doing Horde Night, it's not really going to matter if everything gets really, really hot as far as the summoning of screamers, because, you know, that's really not going to matter. Alright, now let's bring it back to daylight so that things will stop spawning and figure out the path through here. What about putting the barrels 2 inside block spaces, covering them with plates just so the smoke rises out of the top and you can effectively not see the plates? But here, it would have to be... It's not the right block width in order for me to fit it inside. It's block here, block here. Stop playing, sir! These guys are really looking for handouts right now. They are inside all of my stuff and look at all those zombies. The, basic zombies that like being inside this area are definitely going to make the next playthrough a bit on the tough side. Okay, so... The Wasteland playthrough is also the one in which is made out of farm plots. We might be able to include them in there, but if I actually want to survive in it, I think we've already determined the farm plots are probably not the best thing to try and survive in, as they only have 250 hit points. They're essentially, let's see, even wood has more health than a farm plot. Though I wonder if you could cause a collapse on a zombie. Does a collapse hurt a zombie? I really need to get back to Liz Labs. Anyway. Fluffy, welcome. Can I not turn off the zombies until I'm ready? I'd forget to turn them back on or something stupid like that. And besides, occasionally shooting a Karen in the face makes me feel a little bit better. Just every now and then. Anthony, welcome. Drop by for a like. Thank you, thank you. The pillars are 4 wide. Oh, I see what you're saying. Put them inside this one back here. Wrong one. We're not putting farm plots right there, guys. We're just not doing it. So, putting it back there. And then... I could technically use... fence and paint them. Like that. So not in the center, just on the back side of it. Yeah, I like the way that looks better, actually. It looks like the building's on fire. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. Why can't I do this in survival, not creative mode? I don't have time to build up a character to level 50 before Halloween. I simply don't have that kind of time. The Horde Night will be run on survival insane mode. No creative mode added to it. This is just me setting it up. Let me see. Reality question, what do you have planned for Halloween? I'm probably going to be working. Let's see. You'd have to watch Glock 9 to get the Jersey reference. Oh, okay, okay. You're talking about Glock 9, yeah. Okay, gotcha, gotcha. Making sure I didn't miss anything. I'm trying to keep up with the chat a whole lot while we're doing this. That way if there's any suggestions, I can make sure I put them in to make sure everybody has a chance to put information in on how the Horde should be run. Old Dead Man. We are trying to figure out a way of making it look creepy. If you're just now joining in, because it seems like a few people have joined in just recently, we're talking about the video that I'm going to shoot for Halloween, and basically it's going to be Horde Night 666. My character is going to have to run from Bob's Cafe on Horde Night at the start of Horde Night on Insane Difficulty, which I've never played. And no, I don't really want to do it, but I need to think of another challenge. But basically, my gear is going to be sitting there. At the beginning of Horde Night, I open up the box, I throw my gear on, I'm allowed a certain amount of ammo, and I have to make a run in the middle of the Horde all the way around here, and all the way into what will be my Horde base, which is essentially kind of like a Halloween party for the zombies, only it's going to be filled with traps, and bullets are going to rain like confetti and stuff like that. So I have to get all the way around here, and inside on an upper level probably, I will have another box where I have to get my next weapon and my next armor or whatever. However, I have to divvy that up, and I'll be on level 50, and that's where I'll be sitting. But I have to figure out what I want for the run here. I kind of like the idea of a couple of parkour elements to try and get myself up off the ground in case I start getting bombarded from too far around. Like, if they start really, really swarming me, I need an elevated position where I can stop for a second, maybe apply some bandages, jump off, and run again. So, right now I'm just going to put everything in wood. This is me sketching out what the Horde base is going to be. I'm not going to give away all of the details, otherwise there would be absolutely no point in people actually watching the video, and I definitely want people to watch the video. So, say we did something like this, just so I can remember what the heck I'm doing. Say we did something like this, and I put them running across here with a couple of jumps that they have to put in, whereas I can kind of sort of run all the way across, stand here at the end, put on some health, and then jump back down. Whatever I have here, there might be like a sledge turret or something like here, right here, to knock them off. And that will give me a couple of seconds to rest here, bandage up, get a little bit of stamina back, and then run back through this way. Maybe put a couple of those kind of pit stops. Probably one right there and maybe one right here. This is only going to work, though, is if I actually put in legitimate parkour things I would have to jump over. Therefore, it is fair between me and the zombies. And there's not going to be any zombie goofing. Like, every block has to be pathable by me and the zombies both. It can't be something that the zombies can't path over. So I start there, run to this one, gives me a chance to catch my breath, run over here to this one, gives me a chance to catch my breath, and then I'm here at the home stretch. And I think from here on out, maybe do something a little bit different. Do like a, I don't know, you know, you have like a maze or something like that that you can go through whenever you're in Halloween. Do like that, But maybe make it too wide where I have to avoid my own spike traps, but maybe the zombies might run into them kind of thing. Do like that, put some spike traps in there. And here, let's open this up a little bit. Do that, put spike traps through here. And then open this side up just a little bit. Alright, just make something really, really small where I have to, in the middle of the night, while I'm being chased and while I'm being hunted by the vultures, run through here and try to avoid my own traps, and then keep going. So it's not just the zombies running a gauntlet, I'm running a gauntlet too. And then we move on to the actual base, which needs so many more pumpkins. And then from here, where? See, that's the thing. What exactly do you do with this large of a building? It does have a basement and parts of it. I just don't know if I want to actually utilize the basement. As spooky as it is, and I like the... Where is she at? Damn voice is echoing everywhere. Excuse me, ma'am. We're closed for now. I didn't even get a chance to shoot you. Did you run to the wall and die? That's so tragic. That's very tragic. I don't know what happened. Anyway, I kind of like the idea of having to go through the graveyard or the catacombs underneath this. But in that case, I would have to close off the front, try to remember how to get through here. This floor needs to be fixed if I'm going to do that. Let's place these here so I can remember if I decide to do this as part of what I need to do. I'm going to have to fix that floor or something, or I will die there. And get through here. And then up the stairs. I already tried to repair the stairs. And then is this the... Alright, this is the ground floor. Okay. And then we have the upper floor up here. So I would have to start out the horde. This area would have to be blocked off. They will most likely bust through various areas on the bottom floor. That's fine. But if I cut off right here and go for in here, does that seem feasible in the middle of a horde night? They're going to be right on my rear end. They're going to almost be able to run faster than me. If I come through here, intentionally drop down, and keep going, that puts me at the stairs. Doesn't take me through the catacombs, though. Who's in here now? Who is playing around my stuff? Ma'am, could you not? Excuse me, Nurse Googles, no! Nurse Googles. Oops. Did she just die? My horde base is so effective, and I haven't even done anything with it. She just died. Huh. And I fell too. Okay, if I wanted to take them through the catacombs, I would have to go this way. So it's dropping through the hole and running to the right. Oh boy, I could get lost in here, though. This could be bad. What if, instead of barricading my way so there's no chance of me possibly going the wrong direction, I mark it using something like candles? Which means, despite my panic, I would have to I would have to pay attention to my surroundings. I think that could probably work better. What do y'all think? Instead of barricading, actually using the existing area in this part, not really doing any of the traps down here. Maybe put some spike traps that I too will have to avoid if I can remember where the heck I'm going. But mostly just use this area to divvy up the zombies and hopefully give me an extra time to go and change out my gear. That might work. Are you ever going to try and mod 7 Days to Die? I'm sure I'll get around to modding after they get finished with the game. There's speculation, huge speculation, that the last alpha might be Alpha 20. It's just speculation, but I would like to try some mods, but between this and the server playthrough I'd have to swap back and forth, and my videos I'd have to swap back and forth. I don't know. I probably would have to finish at least one of my playthroughs before I went on to a modded series. Hallowed ground for the win. On the break at work. Hope you are doing well. Phoenix, thank you for stopping by. I am doing pretty good. I'm doing pretty good. Move those barrels into the corner in the top. Here. Oh, well, that's not what I meant to do. Yeah, I could probably also hide those behind a fence as well. Just make it look like there's like a random box over here in the corner. No, turn. No, advanced. Do something. That looks like, you know, like a little altar thing. What do they call them? Just like a little bowl full of burning incense or whatever. That actually looks pretty cool. I like that effect. That's a good idea, guys. That's a good idea. Okay. So, hold on. Just so I remember during the decoration phase next time, I'm going to set that off to the side. To remember the other part, because when you get my age, you need every bit of helping to remember that you possibly can get. I'm going to set this one over here. I'm not going to put anything else over there because if I try to fill it in, trying to break those things is such a pain in the rear end. The hitbox is weird. Okay, and then down here, in this area, I would be coming from here, through here, and I might want to put some spikes in case they come in from random directions. Do like candles or something, like this. Something that's got very low light that would be easy for me to miss. Like this. So if I'm not paying attention, I may not realize I'm going the wrong direction. And then do like traps and stuff around here. Okay, that takes care of that. And then I'm down in the catacombs. So I would have to plan it out. Which way do I actually go? This way? That way? That way. So just a few to give me an idea of which way I'm supposed to be running. Okay, now for the main party is really what I need to figure out. Do I leave the interior decoration or do I just go crazy with it? I feel like we need more plant pots. Obviously, we need some more plant pots because this is not festive enough. But what do we do? Do we do big killing floor? Where I'm going to come out is over here, which means There's a big hole right there for some reason. Okay, I gotcha. This area would have to be... They can have this way that comes up to this one, but this would have to be cut off. And if I want to try and make the jump, it has to be... What's the highest I can jump with the proper acrobatics? 2 meters higher, which means I should be able to jump 3 blocks. At 3 blocks, the zombies won't see that as a pathway, but as long as I gauge it right and I have all of the parkour elements, I should be able to make that jump. She's out there playing. Could you not? Okay. So, if I come out over here, then hell needs to rain from above. The zombies start coming in through basically all sides. At this particular point, it's going to be a free-for-all in the center of the room. So I'm thinking spike traps, wires, electric fences. I mean, like a whole host of badness that's going to be inside this room. I did not mean to not do that. Okay, there we go. And highly reinforced pillars. Oh yeah, we definitely need to reinforce these. I need to get my signs. All of this stuff needs to be written down. So, for prep. Reinforce pillars. Okay, those have to be reinforced. Then we can put the braziers over here. Pretty sure that's probably not how you spell it, but that's close. That works. And I'm thinking something up here too, like maybe off to the side. If I don't know if I can set these things against a wall. Hang on. I wonder if they'll float. Excuse me, let me borrow your wall. They did not appreciate me putting that there, but it will float. Okay. So I could put it like right there and then build the boxes around it or something. Oh, wrong one. Something like that. Blade traps, wire traps, maybe electric all the way around the corners. We might want to try and isolate where we want them to come in. These windows are a good area. Obviously the front door. The only issue is the back. Should I cut a hole through the back, like right in here, and allow them to funnel in underneath our altar? That actually might look pretty cool if they're come running in underneath the more farm plots sign. Because it's usually better to force them to come in a specific way rather than allowing them to break through everything. Yeah, that might be a good idea. Open for path, and then we're gonna make that look really nice. What else do we need? Do we put mines in here? Or do we put mines all the way around the building and let the cacophony of zombies sounds come through? We could probably put something of a minefield. I think that mostly they will avoid the mines anyway. But most of the mines don't damage blocks. So we could actually put like a couple of mines in various places as long as they're away from the traps, because I don't know how they interact with the traps specifically, but they can do that. Anything supporting the church needs to be reinforced. We've used this church for our home base before. Oh yeah. Use electricity. Excuse me? Pretty sure Karen's ghost was rising from the dead in the catacombs below, but we're fine. We're good. So what else do we need? What else do I need? Should we keep this kind of decor, or do we go for a different type of decor for the front plats? Hold on. Let's look at paint jobs, guys. I wanna do this area really good for the Horde Night. What do we have to work with? Nobody asked you, Karen. Can hear her yelling. I'm not sure if y'all can hear it, but it's actually kind of creepy. That's definitely not going to look the same. I'm not sure if that would be close enough, and it probably wouldn't look spooky at all. I want it to be spooky. We'll paint all the walls red. Just really gross red. Actually, this is probably the better looking red. It's tarp colored, but the color is so much deeper. At the very least, this should be different color. I like that better as a dark red. Oh, I can turn on invisibility? Oh no, now I can't see my own arms. Oh no. Oh no, what did I do? Okay. Thank you very much. I did not know that's how that worked. Can I go find a... Hold on, I just want to go step in front of a zombie and stare at it really hard. By the way, this is the reason why I never get anything done. I'm too easily sidetracked. There's another damn screamer! I'm really starting to get offended. Is it the glasses? Is it the glare from my glasses blinding the crap out of you and searing what's left of your brain? Is that what it is? Oh, holy farm plots, tell me what it is. Give me a sign. Okay, these gotta go. Okay, I think as like a feeling, I wish I could reinforce those and make them out of something, not that different game. Okay, as, oh, my flashlight doesn't work either. Interesting. Okay, well, I will do this then. Not that it helps in the wasteland, but I think just for aesthetic reasons, I'm going to leave some of the pews in here, probably move them to the outside. I know that they're going to get broken really early, but just to kind of give that effect. What else can we add in here to make it spooky? And what else do we need to add in as far as... Okay, now what happens is... if, by chance, this area becomes unstable. I'm fully expecting them to tear the whole church down. I'll be honest with you, I'm expecting that. So, if I make my escape route up, which is a bad idea, now I could go across here. I don't think I would survive a jump out unless I was riding debris down, which I'm not even sure is a mechanic in this game. I don't think you can actually ride debris down. I never knew there was I never knew that ammo pile was there, guys. Okay, I know now. I mean, I could do that. If I'm planning on taking all of the points for parkour, that gives me... Never get a sprain or broken leg. which is all well and good, but I will still take the damage from it unless I have an oh crap drop sitting specifically up here in a chest. Assuming the whole place doesn't come down around my ears, I could take it and jump out the back. It'd be interesting to try and end it where I'd intentionally have to jump out the back and then make my way back to where I started at the chime of 4 o'clock. Am I making this too complicated? You know what? It's an idea. I'm gonna put a pin in that. Well, let's just put a pin in that. Let's drop those here to remind me that could possibly be a thing that I do. Just in case. Just in case I want to try and end it that way. Rather than, you know. But if I don't mind them tearing it up... Seriously? They're down there breaking stuff. She's actually down here legitimately... I can take a hint. Actually, guys, I'm wearing a dev thing. That, it's the ring of fire. It kills things that are standing around me. That's the reason it's happening. It was fun while it lasted. But anyway, in case you were wondering what that thing does, it kills the zombies that are right next to you. It was fun. What else could we possibly do? If I do this as like the trap floor, I'm going to need a place for all the electricity, which could probably be inside like an office area off to the side. This is an entranceway that they will probably try and use, so I can isolate like sections of the room out, put the electricity in it, and then run it in here as best as I possibly can. So that takes care of that. What else do we possibly need for the Horde Night? Get someone else to join you that is just set to invisible to record different views of the escape. It would be hard to try and arrange that with somebody else. It would be different if I could have somebody here doing it, but I don't have a second computer for them to do that. But I don't really have anybody that's hugely close to me that I could just get to jump into one of the worlds with me. It would be awesome to get some different points of view and some, you know, panoramic shots and stuff like that, you know, like they do on Neebs Gaming and stuff. One of these days I'll get there. Maybe I can try and drag my sister into it, but first she has to let me drag her into 7 Days to Die to start with. We'll see. Oh, add cobwebs. Cobwebs. We can do those, right? Is it under decoration? Decoration. We've got chairs. We've got mannequins. Oh, we don't need to forget the mannequins. Those are so entirely creepy if I accidentally run into one down there in the catacombs. Watch. I'm gonna do this stuff. Basically, I'm going to spend this weekend decorating all of this stuff, and then I'm not going to touch it again until Halloween night. And there's a reason for that, because I've got a very short-term memory, so don't be surprised. Okay, I'm going to set that down there. I'm going to put those in random places to just set it here or something like that, so I'll remember those. Those are definitely things that I like playing with. Cobwebs. I could have swore cobwebs were a thing that we... Hoist chains. Chains would be good. Let me set these... Where's a good central place to... Okay, I'll set them right there so I'll remember the chains are a thing. Decor... What else could we possibly use for the decoration of this stuff? What is that? Car motor. I don't think a car motor is going to help. The decaying animal corpses would probably actually be a good decoration, not because they're decaying corpses, but because they actually slow you down when you run through them. So, could be a good thing. Give me just 1 second, guys. I am so sorry about this. Alright. What about... Cobwebs. Okay, okay. Yes. No! Give! You're not gonna let me have it. We'll take it. So how does... Yeah, we could definitely decorate with some of that too. Yep, spooky. Spooky, spooky, spooky. Alright. I think that pretty much covers... You've got to be kidding me! How many possible spawns of screamers do they get in the Wasteland? It actually is making me kind of scared to do a playthrough in the Wasteland, because I've seen the nighttime spawns. Where's she at? Okay. Creepy noise. Thank you. Appreciate that. Alright, so this has been like a very quick brainstorming session. I know that, yeah, it's my video and how I'm going to do it and everything, but I kind of wanted a little bit of input and helping me brainstorm, because actually talking about an idea out loud really gets the juices flowing on brainstorming. So if you're ever feeling like you're stuck, or if you're a writer, huge thing is to talk out a problem you're having with writing. Same with building, is to talk it out. When I was writing my book, I used to what if my family. They got really irritated with me when I was doing it, but I would have an issue inside the book where I couldn't resolve why a character was doing a thing the way that they were, or what would happen if a character did this next, and why would they do that. So we would play the game of what if, and we would discuss it for a long time to try and mull it over and stuff like that. It was a really good exercise, and I kind of felt like I was sitting down and I was looking at the building and my brain would block, and I was like, I don't even know what I want to do. But actually being on here and talking it out was extremely helpful. So, is it true that screamers can spawn in Horde Night for some added attention? Oh, I have noticed that at the end of a Horde Night, if you are still fighting a Horde come daybreak, and I mean just right after daybreak, if you are making enough noise with your ammo and the heat index goes up enough, a screamer will follow your Horde. That's happened just about every single Horde Night on our server. We've had 1 or 2 screamers spawn in right afterwards. So fighting the Horde, out of ammo, screamer spawn in, scream, new Horde. And then, of course, another screamer comes in because the other screamer screamed, and you have to find the other screamer to kill it before it screams, before it spawns in another horde. Say that 5 times fast. I am surprised I managed to get all that out. But it needs to end in a big motorcycle jump from the roof for escape. I don't know, could you actually put a decent looking platform for a motorcycle in here? I mean, you wouldn't actually need a platform so much as run off of a corner and hope you don't die. Out of curiosity. Okay. Well, that broke part of my roof. Appreciate that. Oh, hang on. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Yep, I would be dead right now. Okay. Well, let's try that again. Okay, if I stopped up there... There are so many ways I could go wrong. I don't know. That seems like it would make the end of the horde night a little on the easier side if I had a motorcycle, though. Nah. As cool as it would be to jump off the roof with a motorcycle, it would also make it a whole lot easier, even though just because you're on a vehicle, or in a vehicle rather, it somehow or another magically makes the vultures move faster. And it actually does make them faster, so it really would not get me away from anything in that respect, but I think if I decide to do the gauntlet, get here, climb all the way up to the top, and try to make it back over to Bob's Cafe, if I do it on a motorcycle, it's going to kind of take away a little bit. That's a whole lot to remember during a horde night anyway. But that could do it. That could do it. Okay, let me start by doing... What do I want to use? The... Now, how many shapes do you have? I forgot. Okay, these I know work like a zombie slide, so I can't use those. Those they can definitely path on. Those they can path on, but not very well. Okay, what if we do... Go back to sleep! I just broke my floor. Dadgummit. I had a nice pretty road in the apocalypse and I broke it. Okay, say I were to go from here. Now my stamina's probably not going to be that bad, but I'm pretty sure me trying to get all of my stuff and getting it on is going to get me smacked upside the head by a couple of zombies, and I'll probably want to heal up. So... Creepy. So... if we do... that... Can you do stairs by chance with these? I've got this stair block. Can zombies walk up these I'm pretty sure they can walk up these. I've got time to figure that part out. Okay, zombies walk up that, and then we go from here, go 1, 2, 3, 4... How much weight can you support? 300. Okay, not bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do that. And let's do something they'd probably have to balance over at least a little bit. And maybe... Actually, it's not going to hold this kind of weight. Hang on. Okay, but I think a zombie could jump that distance right there. So what I could do is spread it out just a little bit more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Go back here. Do that. Now when I'm panicking, am I going to be able to run this? I should be able to jump that, but if I miss it, I'm screwed and I'd have to start back over, so... Copy shape. And then maybe... Go, Go where I'm telling you to go! don't think this one's going to do what I want it to without falling. That's not the right spot. Like that. And then like that. That little bit of parkour, and somewhere along there probably put, maybe right here, put a junk turret, and that should knock them off enough for me to stop here and recover some health before I run on to the next one. And then this one, this is kind of like a Liz Labs building thing. And then middle of our normally scheduled programming. Okay, then this one can start here. That's a pretty good distance. 2, 3, 4. Put it about 4 high. Like that. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Approximately this long. Give myself another little parkour something or another. That way I'll have a chance to stop, heal up, maybe shoot a couple of them to get them off my rear end, and that will get me to the gauntlet. This one could probably be a little bit longer. And this one's probably going to be shaped much like that one. No worry, I'm going to take it off creative and actually do the upgrades myself. That way, some of the experience that I'm actually taking with me to the Horde Night is experience earned. I actually kind of enjoy that process of the building aspect of the game. So let's put that there. Just keep the zombies. They're probably going to be breaking through the walls. It's not a big deal. This goal is really not so much to stop them as to give me an obstacle. Let's do that. 2 wide and... Yeah, I'm starting from the wrong section. Duh. I was wondering why it was looking weird. No, no, no. Give me that. Okay. And... something like a this. And then keep this part going. Put the traps in between, or should I try and make it a little bit more complicated? Maybe have a couple of sections where I could accidentally turn off the wrong way if I'm not paying attention. I've got long enough between now and Halloween for me to forget what the heck I did if I get all the upgrades done this weekend. Yeah, sure. Why not? Or even leave an opening here to where I could try to leave, or zombies could come in, kind of thing. Maybe the way in might actually be blocked up by some spikes or something like that, but still. A chance of letting some bad guys into my, what I would think is safe. And then... frames! Alternate the traps. Let's put the door in a different place, get myself confused a little bit. There we go. Like a longer path like that. I keep going over there while I'm talking, and I just keep waking up the poor people in that trailer. Anyway, okay, so we've got the 2 parkours. We've got the gauntlet that I would have to run here. I'm gonna think on this for a little while. I kind of want it to where the zombies have to run along with me, so it's a gauntlet and parkour, not just for the zombies, but also for me. I'm gonna have to remember how to get through it. Yeah, time zones are the trickiest part. It's like the worst part of, I get requests from people who watch the channel who want me to like co-op a video or however you say it with other people that they watch too, and I'm like, time zones are like the biggest problem of trying to do that. Not to mention, I have a regular job, and a lot of other YouTubers also have regular jobs, so it's a matter of time zones, schedules, the whole nine yards. It's really, really difficult. It would have to be like something planned way, way in advance for most people. But yeah, if I could find somebody who could run the controls and jump in and just do some extra recording, it would be very, very nice to get that. No, give it to me. Never had a problem with World of Warcraft. Somebody's always online. Yeah, it's kind of different, though, whenever the servers are not always full. Something about that big, maybe. Maybe a little bit farther. If I'm going to go to there, I would want the maze to stop here. And have it about 3 wide. So there's a really good chance by the time I make it to the end, the zombies could have penetrated any part of this maze. I could get lost in said maze. I could also get stuck in my own traps, which if you watch my videos, you know is going to happen. And then I come through here. Let's do a little bit more detailed stuff. I kind of like the idea of leaving everything in here, giving myself some decorations that might be going in here. And then I would actually need to fall down. So that could actually come out. I might just do this to keep any of the zombies from... No, go. Ah! Not what I meant to do. Just to keep them from jumping over there and trying to take quick trips. Oh, there's a thing in there. Okay, to keep them from trying to take quick trips around the top, like the spider zombies or whatever, and then go down here. What do I need to do in here? It wouldn't be a bad idea to soften them up as I'm running through. I could do like a mini fortification right here, knock out a couple of them, maybe even give myself a chance to recover after having come through the other trap. If I did something like that, how would I do that? Say I need to slow them down. I could do one of the trapdoor kind of situations right here. Put it where I can see it. Trap doors right here, maybe? No. Trap doors right here, that way I can just kind of close it behind them, but they'll continue to bust through here, trying to get through, whilst I go into the catacombs and attempt to find my way through. Through here, up through here. By now, some of the zombies are going to be beating on the outside, but it's not a huge concern. Most of the outside walls are okay-ish. Get through here. I'm not sure how many zombies will be on my tail. Probably not very many at this point. Then I go across here, go up. And this is probably hurting some people's eyeballs with me using these types of controls, but it's going to have to... Okay, now at this point, if they are still stuck down here at this door, which I doubt it, but if they are, I could probably get off a couple of shots before I have to take it up here. And this one... 3 high jump, which... If, by chance, I mess up the distribution of my points, I could accidentally forget to give myself the parkour stuff, in which case this is going to be a complete waste of time. But... no, the 3 high jump would be up here. Okay, it would be right there, and then they could come out to the floor. Anybody who's trapped in the catacombs could come out through here, rather than coming up to the same level as me. And then, to encourage them to come in all different areas, I could do... what kind of block do you have here? Is that a... Oh, that's a 2 block. Okay. Not that one. Daggum mouse. I could do... stairs around everywhere around here. Any of these windows, I could open them up. Maybe just leave these parts in the upper corners, that way you still get some of the aesthetic of it. And then towards the back for that section, it's my charming personality. Okay. I kind of want to leave the coffin, because spooky stuff. So we can take out... Need to make sure I am leaving at least that gap. Those are going to need the support. Right through here. And then, I don't know, bring it straight to there and allow them to come around. I'm pretty sure they're going to jump up on top of this and stuff, but I kind of like the idea of leaving that in. Okay. Now what else? Do I make pathways? I probably do need pathways to get back and forth across the top up here. So I'm going to need a central section. Stop the creaky noises, please! Okay, a central section through here. So that way I can run back and forth, and I could probably... I'm not sure if this was supposed to be, you know, before the whole thing collapsed, if this was supposed to be a solid path on this side. But I think I will probably take it and make... I don't want it to be too close because I don't want them getting up through here. So this section is going to have to come down. And then... basically, I'd be fighting from an elevated position in this particular area. And then at a specific time, I'm not sure exactly what, I have to try and make it from this area all the way up here, all the way up to the top tower, jump out, and get back over there. Alright, so if I do have the parkour stuff, I need an area to jump out onto... out here, that hopefully they won't destroy. Creepy noises. Center... right about here. and maybe the hay will keep me from getting too damaged. Between this and my parkour skill, hopefully, if I remember to put it in like I should. Oops. That should take care of it, right? I got like a sprain before. Okay, I can make that jump. Okay, there's the idea. There we go. And then I would have to make it that way. Okay, okay. Watch me walk through here and explode, because I'm not even paying attention to it. I don't know where any of these places are that have explosives. Okay. So, middle of the floor. I've already said we're going to do traps. I love the traps in this game. I wish it had screenshots. I wish I had screenshots. So, where do we put the different types of traps? Obviously, we're going to have blade traps. Love blade traps. They're my favorite. So, we're going to have a blade room of death down here somewhere. And then we're going to have dart traps. We could put dart traps at all of these entrances like these. I'm gonna have to figure out how to do the switches and everything, but we could put dart traps in each one of these window areas and try to get them to blend in. I could section them all off with, do that kind of thing, and then put a dart trap this way, a dart trap this way kind of situation. And then just to protect them, put like a concrete plate behind it to make sure they're not damaging themselves. That could work. Okay, what about the other traps? That's how we not spell it. That's how we not smell it. That's how we not talk either. Oh my god. We have the electric fences. Where would be the most effective place to put the fences? It's gonna have to be some place where they can get electrocuted, where they're either being shocked, damaged, or whatever. And from the playthrough that I've been doing with the shock baton, as far as I can tell, the cops cannot go into explode mode while they are being electrocuted. Or at least they can't do the charge up to the explosion. They might get damaged enough to explode, but they won't do the wind up. Alright, they're going to be attracted to me, so where am I going to stand? I could stand along the center pillar, maybe make myself a center area here, that way they won't abuse these columns so much as these columns. And then I could put my electric fences mainly around there, that way I have a chance to shoot them. And the turrets have a chance to shoot them. Speaking of turrets, I think we're going to have to go with the SMG auto turrets for that. And then put them up here on second floor and random places and stuff. Like that. It's dark. Am I missing any other kind of traps or anything else? Got the blade traps, the regular traps, the dart traps, the turrets, the electric fences. Do I want to use any type of explosives? I kind of feel like I do want to use explosives. I don't get to use them enough. And I like listening to things blow up. So kind would we use? It was the... which one was it? I don't like the fact that these things do not tell you how much damage they do. I can't remember which one I used during Liz Labs. I'm gonna go back and look at it, figure out which one of these traps that I used in Liz Labs and it does the most damage, and put like 1 or 2 maybe outside occasionally, one of the windows or something, just so we can get some, you know, confetti. You gotta have the explosions to have the confetti, so we're gonna do that. Can you put dart traps overhead? Actually, I'm not sure if you can or not. Would they support that way? Yeah, actually you can. I hadn't even thought about that. That's a good idea. Huh. That's actually a good idea. If they come in through these ways and we stretch, you know, an electric fence through them and have the dart traps, you know, kind of take them out a little bit, it's not a bad idea. I did not even know that those things would support themselves. Some things you set up like the hay bales and they fall. Do that with the dart traps and have electric fence up on one and blade traps at their feet to shock, shoot, and cut them. Air filter mine? Could be. I wonder if, as a ghost, I could just go and experiment on a couple of zombies right quick. Let's go find ourselves a zombie. Just really fast. Where is he at? No, I don't want you playing over there. I killed her. I can't kill everything that walks up next to me. That's just wrong. Excuse me. Oh, they're already dead. My bad. What about in here? That does seem very effective. Okay. I feel better now. I'm gonna go throw one of these things outside the box so I can remember which one it is. I'm pretty sure that was it. That was a good call. I'll probably just use a couple of those. Those are really not something that I would, during a playthrough, put a ton of money into because they are very, very expensive and they only last one time, and that's assuming a zombie runs it over. So if I was going to make mines, it would be a couple and choke points. I wouldn't be able to make any more than that, so it's not something I'm going to use a whole lot of. Not to mention inside this particular thing, if I don't think my character could have managed to build it by level 50 and have it in place by night 666, it definitely won't be going in here. Like, I'm not going to have 5,000 blade traps, 5,000 turrets and stuff like that. I do want a lot of turrets. I do think that I would be able to build a few. But as far as just having a turret every couple of feet, aside from it lagging a whole lot, and it's not a good idea, I don't think my character would be able to build that many. So don't expect this place to be full of traps. It would have to be specifically placed, like, I don't know, 2 turrets on this side, 2 turrets on that side. That's probably the most I would put into a place because you'd have to make ammo to go in it. For the blade traps, 4 I've put 6 in a base before. But I think they're more expensive than they were in the last alpha, so I'd probably only have 4 by the time I got later in game. Mines, I probably would find a lot of them out in the world and hold on to them. But I would sell the other mines. I thought I heard a dog. But as far as the traps... Somebody step on my trap. As far as the traps, I probably have quite a few traps. But basically, what I'm saying is even though I'm going to be using creative mode to build the base, I'm not going to build it to where I don't think my character would actually make it. Okay, what else? 500 blade traps and your PC would melt? Probably. Actually 500, not 5,000, but 500 it probably would. Take off the ring of fire. Oh, I took it off. Who is Ben? All of his messages never appear. Been that on a few streams. I do not know who Ben is. Yes, Liz used landmine, and I didn't blow myself up. Oh, Bam. Yeah, he's here. He has been inside here. He was asking what the Ring of Fire... It's the... Basically, you could put it on while you're building in world. It's a development tool that kills the bad guys that are around you without you having to do anything. I took it off. He was saying take it off because it was killing the bad guys before I had a chance to use the mine. Let's see. What else? Why not use the O'Shiz candy? Well, the issue would be is... I don't mind using the O'Shiz candy to get down from there, and that would probably be very effective. But at the same time, I kind of feel like my character should be able to do this without having to pop the candy. Especially if I have the ability to put the points in. It will force me to put the points into that instead of something else. If I give myself 50 points and I'm like, oh, well, I'm going to have this, so I don't need to have this kind of weapon, or I don't need to put any perk points into parkour because I'm going to use the O'Shiz drops. That's kind of cheaty a little bit, and I know I'm using creative to build it, but I want it to be kind of close to what I would do with the character. So if I'm going to do this parkour, use a spot where I'm doing a 3-block jump, and I'm having to jump out the back of that, I might as well invest the perk points in there and not use the candy. I don't think I'll be using any of the candies on all of this. Alright, how long have we been streaming? I don't even know how long I've been streaming. It is 4:25. We've been on here for an hour and a half. Did anybody have any last minute thoughts? Anybody have some last minute ideas for Halloween they want to share with everybody? Yeah, favorite Halloween movie? Aside from Ghostbusters, because obviously you cannot beat Ghostbusters. There's no better Halloween movie. And for Christmas, there's no better movie than Die Hard. So you can't really hope to top those, but if you happen to have another one, well, that and Rose Red is another good Halloween one. Those are my 2 favorites. Does anybody else have a good Halloween movie? Oh, Bam. Oh, you're talking on 2 different devices. Okay. Yeah, Bam Bam, Michael, Bam. Those are all the same guy. He's on different devices. That's my husband. He usually goes back and forth between his accounts to verify whether or not I'm working on Twitch and YouTube, and he does that for me, and he's awesome. So y'all think of me. He's kind of like my moderator, since I really don't have a whole lot of moderators. So everybody say hi to Bam. He's there. He's hanging out. Don't forget the boot mod. Yeah. The hay does not help in drops anymore. It only helps within a certain feat. It doesn't help as much as it used to. Like, you can't use the hay and jump off of the Empire State Building, which you shouldn't do anyway. You can't use the hay and jump off of it. I think the height now is like 14 blocks. I can't remember exactly what it was. It was... I think it was 14 or 15 blocks. We did an experiment in Liz Labs with the hay bales. I can't remember exactly what it was. But between the hay bales and the parkour, because the parkour gives you... you can increase your fall distance by 5 meters, meaning you won't get hurt. Between, let's see, the hay bales give you... It's either 10 or 15. Plus you have 5 more, that's 15 because of the parkour. And I won't get a break or sprain, which means all I'll do is take the damage, but I still shouldn't die. I should be able to throw on like a health kit, a painkiller, or something like that, and my character can keep going. Even if she's slightly injured health-wise, if her parkour's all the way up, she shouldn't break anything. Assuming she doesn't die. But that's all part of the joy. If I happen to get through this whole thing, and this whole thing is awesome, and then I run and jump and fall into the hay and die, and that's how I die during this horde, I will count that as a success, to be honest with you. Why does it keep saying message retracted? I am not seeing that because I'm not actually in YouTube. It's on here. Usually message retracted means the person who wrote it decided to take it off. More farm plots. We've got the more farm plots. We're going to be putting a whole lot more in here, actually. This is going to basically be our farm plot base. It's going to be highly decorated by the time I get done with it. Oh, yeah, the boot mod also does the fall damage, too, so... Because it's my work phone and I don't realize until I type it. Oh, he's trying not to use his work phone by accident, and he keeps grabbing the wrong phone while he's at work. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to go ahead and end this here. I want to do more on it, but at the same time, I don't want to give away the video. This video will actually be coming out on Halloween. It will not be a live stream, it will be an actual video. I'm not sure if I'll do it to where it's a premiere, that way I can watch it along with you guys, if you want to watch it along with me, but it will not be a live stream. And I probably won't revisit this particular thing until actual Halloween. But kind of get used to these settings, aside from the fact that my fog never reappeared for some reason. And it makes it look like chocolate pudding in the background. Now that I think about it, that actually looks really good. It's either chocolate pudding or chocolate ice cream in the background. My stomach is growling. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and call it here. I'm going to go get some food, and I'm probably going to get to work on this. And thank you guys for letting me basically brainstorm with you. I kind of what-ifed all of you like I did my family, and you are all a part of it. They're going to appreciate not being what-ifed instead of y'all. So I do appreciate it. But next week we should be returning back to the normal playthrough. I may or may not be bringing back Phasmophobia for like an hour, and then the other playthrough for like an hour, at least for the holidays, because it is a spooky game. But we'll see how I'm feeling on how the schedule's going, because I don't know what I'm doing for work. But I will see y'all then. You have a wonderful day, a wonderful night, and you stay